Hey guys, I'm Rylee Greene. I'm a digital creator and entrepreneur. I own a jewelry business and I make a lot of content creation.
And hey guys, I'm Ashley. I am a celebrity esthetician, actress, depending on my mood, and entrepreneur at the same time.
So today we're doing 21 questions, something a little different than the content that we execute. And you guys are gonna get to know us a little bit more and see what's in our brains. So let's get started.
Yep.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the best skin products do you think?
So for me, some of the best skin products, I'm not really a product whore. I'm more of like what I like in the moment and what my purpose is for my skincare in that moment in time. And I think that that's something that a lot of people need to understand, that it's like our skin has seasons just like the world has seasons. So at sometimes, you might be a little more on the drier side. So I like to use things like rose hip. I like to use like vitamin E oils. Like I like to lather with oils. And then sometimes I'll be breaking out or going through some acne changes, and I would like to use some salicylic products, or if I just want like an overall natural like glow, I like to use like really good exfoliants. I like more natural stuff, so like sugar and lemon, and
Yeah, me too.
brighten your skin up and help with that anti-aging. Because we're getting old.
Yeah. Lately I've been using like Lamer serum, Kylie Jenner's toner, and like walnut scrub. I really like the jet lag mask and I forgot what else I put. Oh yeah, the Mario, the caviar cream.
Caviar.
Caviar cream. I can't pronounce today. That shit is amazing. It makes my skin amazing. And it's like the night cream, and it's flawless when I wake up. It's just really good hydration for the skin.
Real good moisturizer. All right, next question
Okay.
is, what is your favorite food and why?
I like pasta. I like wagyu. I like lobster. I like fine dining. That's what I like.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
For me, I love sushi, and I like anything pretty much under the sea. So I love seafood, good lobster, king crab legs,
Sea bass.
salmon.
Yes.
I like tuna, but it has to be like raw. No tuna in a can cooked.
I love seafood. Seafood's bomb. So, we're gonna get a little bit more inside of who we are, just a little bit more personal. So, what is your favorite sex position?
Well, I honestly, it just depends on the person. Because for me,
That is
like
true.
if you have a sex partner that's like not that great, missionary's cool. Let's just get it over with. But if it's someone that I'm really like into, I like to be on top. I like doggy, like missionary. Anything goes, because it's fun now, and you want to switch it up, and you want to get creative.
Are you like an emotional sex partner? Or do you like to just get it in?
What do you mean emotional?
Like some people like to get attached, like, just like there's different like sex.
No, I just let my pheromones take over. If there's a connection, there's a connection. And
Like me personally, like I just don't kiss. I can't make out with you. If I don't know you, I'm like, I don't want, if I first hook up with you, I can't make out. It's weird.
if I'm having sex with you, I'll want to kiss you. So I'm not just having sex with anybody. Like, I have to be already really into you in order for me to even be at that point.
Yeah.
So if I'm having sex with you, yeah, I'll want to kiss you. Yeah.
Well, my favorite position is from the back. And you guys know me, I'm very blunt. So I like to hear my ass clap and I like to hear it bounce. So position because that's when I know I'm putting in work. And the guy is holding on for the ride. That's what I like to do.
I had a cough and I couldn't hold it in. Alright.
Okay.
So which male athletes do you have a crush on today that are sexy and edible? Who would you say?
I have like a
At least 3.
No, I'm gonna say like 20.
20?
I'm sorry. I wrote it down because I don't know, I just had to, but I would say Jordan Clarkson, D'Angelo Russell, Ben Simmons, Eric Gordon, Blake, Zach LaVine, Edwin Rios, Ronald Guzman, Dak Prescott, Aaron Donald, Nick Bosa, Travis Kelce, and Patrick Mahomes. Those are like my today, like that I think are like sexy athletes that I'm attracted to. Even though some of them on that list are my friends, but I think just in general, just out there, I think they're all sexy. So, yeah. Who are yours?
Very well. My list is a little shorter. They're not short, but shorter.
Oh, we don't. If y'all don't know us, we don't date short guys. Sorry, I can't. I have my limits. Shit.
Okay, so as far as I would have to say, I'm just gonna keep it to 3.
3. I said like 20.
Yeah,
You
but
can say like 10.
I don't have 10.
Whatever.
I only like.
You only like 3.
I mean,
right.
it gets to a point where it's like, been there, done that, met that, ain't feeling that, you know?
Because you have a lot of athlete friends too.
I do.
So.
And I'm a vet in this game.
Right.
So,
You're
you know.
both vets.
So I would say Brandon Ingram.
Okay.
Shout out to Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
He's so fine to me, but Anthony Joshua, boxer. I think he's a boxer. He's a fighter.
Or MMA.
He's a fighter, boxer, or something. I don't really
Anyway,
follow
yeah,
that
just
world,
boxers,
but
yeah.
he just won back in, I think it was December. So, yeah, he's cute. Who else? Cristiano Ronaldo, but he's very far taken.
Right.
Very far taken. Okay, if I were to throw it back, I would also say like a David Beckham.
Oh, yeah.
David Beckham is so fine.
So fine.
So taken.
So taken.
Let's
So taken.
see. As far as
Today, like who's like sexy today? Like if you saw them out.
you know who I think is sexy, but if I could change one thing about him in vain, it would be teeth. But James Harden, I think, is cute, but he's gonna fix it. I went to school with James, so I mean, whatever. I guess it's this. I don't know. Never mind. Scratch that.
No, keep that. Keep that.
Keep it.
Keep it.
Alright.
Who knows? James.
You know who else?
Harden?
You know who else I like too? That I actually know. Vaughn Miller.
Oh, Vaughn. Yeah, Vaughn's
I like
nice.
Vaughn.
Vaughn's cool.
I like his personality. Actually, it's part of the reason I've met Vaughn. Personally know Vaughn, and
Vaughn's from my hometown. He's cool.
yeah, he's really nice.
Dallas.
He's a cutie.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like you forgot one.
Who?
Just nice one.
Who?
I don't know.
Say it.
No!
Why?
We're not gonna say it.
Why
Anyways, we've been on this question. Let's move on.
Who?
I thought you were gonna say Tristan.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah, so I was like,
Tristan Thompson. Yeah, you're a cutie. Not gonna lie. But
So top artists today that you listen to daily. Like someone that's like on your playlist.
So I tend to go through phases, and I go through like whatever I'm feeling in that moment in time in my life. And right now I've really been on Janae Aiko. I've been on, I can never say her last name, but Sabrina Coludo. Yeah, Sabrina Coludo. Love her, by the way. Up and coming artist. I think she's so underrated. I like Snow Allegra. She's really got me in those feelings. I also like Black. He's another really good artist. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I like artists that are very lyrical, very. Lana Del Rey too.
Emotional. You like to feel the connection.
Yeah.
She likes to feel the connection. Me, on the other hand, I like to feel connection. I change it up. So I like Jamaica, I like Drake, I like Kehlani, Cardi, Nicki, Justin Bieber, Jacquees, Party Next Door, The Weeknd, Roddy Ricch and Future when I want to get lit. So mine's kind of like R&B, hip hop, just really depending on my mood that day. So just, keep it in that genre.
Sounds good. It's really just like what I'm in.
Right. I think that's how everyone is with music. We just connect how we are like that day, like what we're doing that day, and that's kind of how it is.
Okay. Next question.
Okay.
Who is your favorite Kardashian and why?
So Kris is all over goals. She's very inspiring as a momager, but Kim built the empire. She built the effing.
But they all
fucking
built it. They all
business
built
model.
It, though.
Right.
They all built it.
They
Kim
did.
Kim was like the captain of the ship, but she needed the crew.
Right.
You
She
know?
did. She built a great crew. I love Khloe. She's real as shit. I love Kylie. She's a boss bitch. I love Kendall. She's posh and vibrant. Who else? Courtney. I like Courtney because she's minimalistic and she's very organized and home good. So everything's just different, and I think I connect with all of them on different levels. But at the end of the day, none of them would be where they're at without Kim and Kris. Those are the two head leaders, and hopefully one day I could be on that level, get to that level. I feel like I'm not too far, but I still got to put in work and, get there. It's just all a process.
You gotta back that ass up.
Right.
My favorite is actually Kylie. I love Kylie. I love Kylie's, I just feel like if I were to meet them, I feel like I would connect with Kylie the most.
Right.
I just, she's a Leo and I'm a Sagittarius, and Leos and Sagittarius, are
Right.
fire signs, so we would get along really well.
Kylie's cool.
I love Kylie's swag, her personality. She can be very dressed up, very classic, but at the same time she can, wear them sweats with the Balenciagas and
Right.
sneakers or whatever the case may be. And I see a little bit of me in her. If I had her platform, I think I would be like a Kylie.
Right.
She really took something that she believed in and ran with it and made an empire out of it, and I admire that because it's you just have a vision and you take it off and it explodes and not take it off, takes off. I meant, but
I feel like I would be like Kim.
and I
Mixed with Kylie though, because I love Kim and Kylie.
Yeah.
So that's really a hard one, but they're both bomb.
Yeah, they are.
The whole family's bomb.
They really are. It's really hard.
Who's the favorite?
I agree with Rylee. It's you kind of take a little bit of each one of them,
Right.
and kind of apply it. Because I can relate to all of them, low-key. Like, I think Chloe is amazing. Like, if I could be like, I would be like a Chloe too.
I like Chloe too because she's very
mom.
verbal. She doesn't give a fuck, and I have that trait too. Like, I'm very verbal and I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
So, like, I say what's on my mind. So, next question: do you wax or shave?
This is a really good question. I'm actually really not a hairy person at all. Like, I've never even grown hair under my arms.
Bitch, I'm hairy as fuck. I have to wax or shave. Like,
so
sorry.
For me, I've done obviously both. I've shaved my whole entire life, and I actually waxed myself.
Mm.
And waxing down there is actually really nice. But
it feels like paradise.
But the only problem with that is the ingrown hair. So it just depends. Like I said, I'm really not a hairy person. I barely have to shave, but I'd rather laser hair.
Laser, yeah. Laser's good. I recommend all of them. Honestly, like, waxing to me is good, but like if you have the budget, you definitely should do laser, because then you don't have to deal with hair or being hairy or just like dealing with that. Especially summer's coming up, so this is kind of like the time where you should start lasering or waxing. Yeah.
And sometimes I don't mind hair, because some guys like hair.
No, my guys don't like hair.
Okay.
I gotta be bald as a baby. Bald as a baby's bottom. That's what me.
Just saying.
I can't be hairy, I'm sorry.
Do you prefer comfy clothes or dressing?
To be honest, I think I prefer comfy clothes.
Yeah.
But my personality, dressy, because you know I'm always in style, always in beauty. I love dressing up, but like daily, like I love wearing sweats. I love wearing kicks, chill clothes, hair up, chilling with no makeup on, like how Drake says. So, and that's what I prefer. Like, you know, when I'm working or just like running errands, I mostly like to wear like cute sweats, natural hair, flawless skin. Just, I don't really like to do the most, but I do like to dress up depending on what I'm doing. You know, sometimes us girls, we like to go out and we like to dress up and look pretty, so I like to do that also. So it's just balance, like balancing wearing comfy clothes and then just like dressing up. I like to 50-50 like balance both of them.
If I can combine the two, that's perfect for me. But
back in the day, it used to be lit. Adidas sweats with heels.
Oh yeah, I still do that to this day.
That used to be the shit.
But for me, I don't like the process of getting dressed up. The process is what kills me to getting to that point. But either or. I mean, sometimes it's fun to be all pretty and glamorous and looking your absolute best, and then there's other times where I just want to my face and just, you know, not care. I just want to like jump into the couch and just rub my face all on the pillows and not have to worry about makeup.
Right. Yeah.
Both, I would have to say.
So, next question. Have you ever made out in public?
Yeah, I have. Never to the point where somebody's gonna scream, yell, get a room. But I've definitely, I think those moments come more when you're drunk. When I'm drunk in public.
I mean, like, the club doesn't count. Like, public, like, you went to a carnival and there's, like, people around you.
Yeah, I mean, I've made out, but I'm not groping. I'm not, like, tongue rolled down the throat.
No, I can't do that. We can hold hands, we can peck, but I'm not gonna, like, tongue you down. I don't want your tongue in me. I don't want my tongue, like, in your throat. Like,
I mean, I don't mind your tongue.
That's so unclassy. What? Not in public. Do it at home.
But you could do it in a way where nobody knows.
Listen, I'm so private. I can't. I could not just be out and about like, oh yeah, make out with me. out.
Nah, I mean, I'll kiss you, obviously, but make out. Like I said, to the point where somebody says, get a room.
I don't even like to make out on the first date. And
Yeah.
guys be like, can I kiss you? And I'd be like, no.
By the way, don't ask me, can I kiss you? If you
I
have
don't
to
know.
ask me, can I
Right.
kiss you? It's such a turn off. Just freaking do it. Like,
Just do it.
Just do it.
But
Don't.
I think some guys just really feel rejection. They feel like they're gonna get rejected.
Yeah, if you have halitosis
Oh. no.
or something in your teeth, then maybe. Yeah, that's definitely gonna get you.
Suck. Really bad.
All right, Miami or Vegas?
Miami. I went to Miami not too long ago, and I went to 11, and we ordered bottles at 10 a.m. That shit was lit. Vegas, I think I've been there my entire life. Like, I've been to Vegas so much that I've even gone with my family, like my parents, and like, I'm just so over Vegas. It smells like shit. It's like throw up. You don't want to get in the pool. Like, same shit. I see this people in LA. I see the same fuckers in Vegas. Like, from here. Like, why? And then when I go to Miami, I feel like in this like tropical, like, you know, it's like a different country, low key in America. It's so different. I love being around Cuban people, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans. I blend in. Everyone's talking Spanish. Everyone's like just around. Like, it's just like a better vacation, I feel, because I can go to the beach and then get ready to go out. And then in Vegas, you kind of like, it's not like that. It's different. They don't have a beach.
That's not true. They got
Vegas has a beach.
Man-made beaches.
Where? I have never been to
Yeah,
a beach in Vegas.
they have the man-made beach. They have. I don't know if it's at the Wynn Beach or whatever. But they have a man-made beach. I just can't remember which.
I like Miami. It's just all over better.
Maybe MGM.
Miami is better. I don't even know how it's in the United States because it's so different.
Well,
I feel like I'm in a different country every time I go there.
I've never partied in Miami.
Really? Oh my gosh, we have to go. It's so
never
lit.
partied
It's so
in
lit.
Miami.
It's
I've
so
been
lit.
to Miami, don't get me wrong, many times, but I've never
Like partied. Like you never been to live in Story.
I've been to Vegas. I used to live in Vegas. I know Vegas like the back of my hand for the most part, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Vegas is like the way it is now. I don't think it was the way it is then. Like back then, it was. Man, I have stories. It's the best time of my life, but I can't compare it to Miami. I've never been.
Yeah, Miami's cool. I like Vegas, but Miami is a little better. Okay, so do you hook up on the first date?
I can't say I haven't.
I mean, you all have.
Yeah.
But
Would I now?
what do you like prefer?
Depends on the vibe. And it depends how intoxicated I am.
Right.
So, I mean, it's just like I said, it depends on the person's vibe, the connection that I have with that person. Because there's some people where I'm like, you gotta go. There's a door. And then there's other people where you're like, no, stay.
Yeah. Do I hook up on the first date? Yes and no. So I put my guys in categories.
Oh my god.
And I'm gonna stop right there. I don't hook up on the first date unless I'm like feeling a vibe and there's like something like sparkly about the wave. But I prefer to hook up like later on, somebody that I'm getting to know.
What does sparkly mean?
like a sparkle intention, like
Like a spark?
yeah, like I feel like something.
Okay, spark, not spark.
Like then I might hook up with you. It just really depends and really depends on what we're doing and where I'm at. Like of course, you know, if I'm traveling and I'm fucked up, of course I'm gonna hook up. But if it's like someone at home I want to get to know, then I'm gonna take my time, and I would prefer that.
Very good.
Yeah. So
would you get back with your recent ex?
I'm like really joking right now.
Are you okay?
Fuck no. Denied. I would never get back with my recent ex.
Oh my Lord, don't die on this.
That was the worst situation, and only my inner circle knows what's up. And I would never, ever, ever get back with him. He was a waste of time. Waste of life.
Waste man.
He was the worst shit.
As far as my ex goes, probably not. Not now. Not at this point in time of our lives. He was my first love and everything, and I learned a lot from that relationship. But
Are you cool with your exes?
I don't have any bad blood.
Right.
I mean, a lot of times it wasn't because I did something. You know, a lot of times it was they just couldn't get their shit together. I had this thing where I noticed that I was just dating broken men, and I tried to fix them, and I tried to shower them with love, and I realized that you can't force love down anybody's throat. You know, they have to be on that same level with you.
Yeah.
So would I get back with him? I loved him very much, you know, unless he came with a full-on ring and everything. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm in a different place in my life right now, so I would have to.
I'm not friends with none of my exes.
But probably not. I mean, I want to move on. I really want to move on. Like,
Right.
it's like I've been there, done that.
Move on, and then
I don't want to live in the past of that.
yeah, it's not worth it. Sorry, my phone. So, are you interested in getting married in a couple of years?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm 30 plus. And I think, you know, from where I thought I would be, as like, you know, when you're younger, you think, okay, this is where I would be in my life, and I definitely would have thought I would have been married by now.
Oh my gosh, me too.
But I've come to learn that everybody has their own pace, and you can't rush love, and, you know, I'd rather be as old as I am and not married than be my age and been divorced or going through a divorce or something like that. So everything happens for a reason. But I do want to get married.
Right. Yeah, I want to get married too. I want to find the right person, someone that matches me. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm not in a rush, you know, but I do want to get married soon. And of course I want more kids, and, you know, I do, you know, lifestyle, beauty, fashion, blogging. Now I want to like do the family blogging.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a goal too, like cooking and
More stability.
family blogging and just, you know, doing all that. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to in the future.
Yeah. Okay. Now for the fun question. How did we meet?
Do you want to say it? I feel like yours is way
Mine
better.
is a better version?
Yeah, yours is a better version. So how did we meet? Meaning, how did me and Ashley meet?
So it's kind of a crazy situation,
Right.
but we actually met going back to exes. My ex was whatever, had this friendship with this girl that she happened to be friends with also, but she says associate at the time. And we were at the club, and we were at the same table, and she basically was like, oh, I like your fur.
What club were we at?
Le Jardin.
Oh yeah, Les Jardin.
And I was like, oh, she's so nice. Like, a lot of girls are not like that, you know? So
I really liked Ashley's chandelier and fur coat. And I
remember
love
white
fashion,
earrings.
so I was like, she looks so cute. So I gave her a compliment because I was like, everyone else here looks like trash. So like,
we exchanged Snapchat. That's when Snapchat was getting really big at the time, and
yeah,
we actually kept in contact via social media like that. And my sister was friends with somebody that she was like best friends with at the time. And long story short, this girl ended up leaving us together, and we went to a birthday party and
Yeah, it was a really
stuck with
fun
each other ever
birthday
since.
party.
Long story short, but yeah, we basically met at the club.
Right. Yeah.
Good times.
That was good times.
And everybody could have swore like we didn't know each other, and that was
I
the craziest thing
know.
because I was like, no, we knew each other.
Each other before.
Before anybody else ever. What scares you the most?
Probably being single and like not married by now. I feel like that's a fear because my entire life, like I thought like this fairy tale of being in this fantasy like wedding, and I thought I'd be married by now, to be honest. Yeah. What are some of your turn-ons and turn-offs?
So, turn-ons, I'm more like, I like men that are, they have a sense of swag to them, but they have a sense of elegance at the same time. Like a classic man, strong, mysterious, not the loud guy in the room.
No, because the loudest is the brokest.
Yeah.
Loudest is the brokest.
I like a guy that's, I don't know, he's just got that edge to him. I can't explain it. It's just this energy. And he has to be smart, and he has to be, you know, like, knows how to talk.
Oh my gosh, where'd you get your earrings?
I got them from Shop by Rylee.
Rylee Greene! Ah! My earrings.
He cannot, by the way, side note, he can't be broke.
Oh my gosh, no.
He cannot be broke. That's definitely a turn off. Another turn off, a guy that isn't a man. Like, he has to be a man. I just love a man. Like,
I like a man who can like drive the relationship.
Yeah.
Like be dominant, but like not controlling. I hate controlling people.
Yeah, no, I like men that, like, I've taken care of myself for so long, and I'm not saying that I'm looking for a guy to take care of me, but I'm definitely looking for a guy that, you know, can make it easier for me. You know, someone that just wants to take care of his woman.
Right.
Like, no, baby, I got this.
Yeah.
Like, definitely, like, especially on the first date, if a guy makes me pay or makes me pay half, you're done. I'll do it.
No,
I'll do it, but that's the last time you'll ever hear from me. Ever again.
Well, my turn-ons and turn-offs, I like good hygiene,
Oh, yeah.
goals, career-driven, teeth, skin, style, turn-offs, not showering daily.
Who doesn't shower daily?
Right. Asking for money. Oh my gosh, come on. Asking for validation from like friends and family. Not being independent, insecure, not knowing who they are, and just like being a mommy's boy. That's like a huge turn off for me.
I don't mind mommy's boys, like
It's
guys
the
that are.
worst.
That,
Don't get
no.
involved.
I mean, like, I don't mind men that love their mothers like that, but get off the nipple.
Oh my
You know?
Yeah,
You know
like, there's a timing thing. Like, I respect moms because when I'm in a relationship, I always meet the mom, and I'm always very classy, and I'm always like cool with them. But at the same time, it's just like if you're a mommy's boy and like you don't know what direction to go, that's a turn off.
Because they usually
I don't
say
like
like
that.
the way a guy treats his mother is usually how he
he
treats
treats
you.
yeah.
So it is something to look for. So if a guy's like definitely not about his mother, that kind of scares me.
That too, yeah. Like you can be about your mom, but like not be up her ass.
Yeah, for sure. Get off the nipple. Okay. What is your childhood favorite memory?
Mine is riding horses, playing tennis, eating at the country club every day, and abusing the number with my friends. Riding 4-wheelers, golf carts with my neighbors, and my super sweet 16 was lit as fuck. So those are my childhood memories that I liked.
My favorite childhood memories would definitely be holidays.
Yeah.
My parents always made holidays like a big thing. And one of my favorite childhood memories was I think I believed in Santa Claus till I was about 13 years old. I believed in Santa Claus for a really long time. My birthday's in December, for those who don't know. So I remember one year, my brother, who's younger than me, he's about 1.5 years younger than me, he decided to tease me and tell me Santa Claus isn't real. And I was so devastated that I was crying, and my dad was like, "Why are you crying?" And I was like, "Because Adam says that Santa Claus isn't real." And my dad was like, "You shouldn't be telling your sisters that Santa Claus isn't real." Like, and he's like, "But it is. He's not. It's you." And I just remember being so devastated. So I remember this one Christmas year, we, did the whole 9, wrote our letters to Santa, put the cookies, put the milk out and everything. And I remember going to bed and all of a sudden hearing noise on the roof. And I was like, "Oh my God, Santa Claus is here." And I remember going to sleep.
What the fuck was on your roof?
I don't know. I just heard.
It wasn't fucking Rudolph.
I just heard oops. I just heard click clack, click clack. It just sounded like click clack, whatever. So I remember going to sleep, and every Christmas my brother would run into our room because my sister and I slept in the same room, and he would wake us up, and we would go into the living room. We would open up our gifts. So I remember that morning he came in the room. Wake up! Come on, we're gonna go go open our gifts. And when we went into the living room, I remember all these presents, and I remember the cookies were gone, milk was drank, and the fireplace was open, and there was footprints in the fireplace, and there was pieces of torn Santa Claus red outfit stuck in the chimney. And there was a letter to my brother that said, "Don't you ever tell your sisters that I'm not real." And I just remember my brother's jaw dropped. And I was like, "See, Santa Claus is real, Santa Claus is real." So he believed in it for a little while longer, but I just remember that I appreciated the extent that my parents went to keep our childhood memory alive.
That's cool.
I look up to that, because if I ever have kids one day, that's exactly something that I would do, because I feel like as a kid, your imagination is just so big, and to keep that innocence is so precious, and to have those memories is forever. Like, I'm here talking about it. So yeah, that's one of my favorite childhood memories for sure.
That's a good memory.
Yeah, it's cute.
So, do you remember your first kiss or hookup?
My first kiss. Yeah, I do actually. It was this boy by the name of Shane. I won't say his last name. You know what's so funny is that he actually DM'd me on Facebook the other day. Yeah, it was weird. Anyways.
That's weird.
Anyways,
Fuck.
the weirdest. But his name is Shane, and
Shane.
I remember he was a year older than me in high school. I had never kissed a boy. It was my freshman year, and I remember talking to him, and I told him, I was like, "I've never kissed a boy," and he was like, "Okay, tomorrow during lunchtime, let's meet each other in the back of," it was wood shop, I believe.
Wood shop. Like
It was either a wood shop or mechanic class. I can't remember. But he's like, "Meet me behind there." He's like, "And wear a skirt."
I do remember those skirt days.
He's like, "Wear a
skirt,
short
nothing
skirt."
underneath, so he can.
And let me mind you,
Have
I
fun.
was known as Golden Legs when I was in high school. Yeah, it's
Oh
great.
my God.
So anyways, so we go, it's lunchtime, we meet each other in the back of mechanic or woodshop class, and we kissed for the first time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and we had to make it fast. We had to make it fast because I don't know what they were, but the people that went around school and they wrote you up if you did bad.
Oh yeah, comic slips, yeah.
Yeah, whatever they were. She was coming around the corner, so we had to make it so fast and almost got caught. Yeah, that's true story. That was my first kiss.
Well,
first real kiss, actually.
so I don't remember my first kiss, but I remember my first hookup. It was with my brother's friend.
Oh god.
I was in 6th grade, and I hooked up with my brother's friend. It was like basic hooking up, and he would like spend a night with my brother, and he would come hang out with me in my closet. And my brother's room was like connected to my room, but we shared the same bathroom. Like, so it was easy for his friend to like come in my
Slide
room.
in your room.
Yeah, so like he like slid in my room, like slid in my DMs.
Is that when you lost your virginity?
No, I didn't lose
Okay.
We just were like basic hooking up. Like AIM was cool back then, so we definitely were like aiming, communicating that way.
What was your aim?
We're getting to that. It's coming. It's coming.
I mean, you might as well piggyback
Right.
off that.
But yeah, so the next question is, what's your AIM screen name? So mine was Bling-a-Ling Booty, Hot and Pink, Juicy Booty, Spazzy Booty.
Spazzy?
Like spastic, like and Fine Booty. And I think middle school is when I started getting a body. I started having like breasts and ass, so that's kind of like why the screen names came up with that, because I was excited that I was getting a bubble butt. So during those times, yeah, I communicated with everyone through that. That was like the DM text messaging. AIM, that was everything for me. I think I was on AIM like 14 hours a day.
Oh my god.
Like, it was like my life. Like, it's crazy.
Well, my screen name, I had 2 that I can remember. And my very first one, don't ask me how this came about, but it was Tough Cookie 69.
69!
Then I switched it to Sweet and Sour.
That was
69.
cute. Oh my gosh.
But the Sweet and Sour one was
Were
actually...
you in chat rooms?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, how else were you supposed to talk? I mean, sometimes your people got boring, so you wanted
Right,
to...
I
like-
was in chat rooms. I was a bad kid. I was chatting with random fuckers. And
No,
it just was not...
No, let me finish real quick. So Sweet and
Bad.
Sour was actually a joke because of the fact that I was a freshman and I would always hang out with the seniors. And I remember that we would skip lunch and we
Right.
would go off campus.
to get lunch.
And we would go get
I used to
we
do
would
that!
go to like Burger King or McDonald's or whatever.
Yes.
And one
I
of the
used to do that shit.
one of the sauces that I liked, maybe it was Carl's Jr. It was either Carl's Jr. or Burger King at the time that we went to. But I wanted Sweet and Sour. And ever since then, the guys, the senior men, always joked with me and called me Sweet and Sour. So that's how that AIM name came about. So
I do
yeah.
like sweet and sour.
Okay, let's see. Next question.
The last question.
No, we have a couple more.
No, that's the last one.
No, you missed one.
Oh,
What's your favorite wine or cocktail?
I like Tempranillo, which is a which is a red Spanish wine.
It's actually a blend for those who don't know.
Anyways, I love that, and I love rosé champagne. And then in the summer, I like to get pina coladas, and then when I go out, I like to get maple old fashions. So I have like a different taste bud. It's all over, but that's what I like to drink.
So me, I have a few as well, depending on my mood. I love a cold beer. For those who don't believe me.
Listen, I don't drink beer, but hey, if I'm day drinking and I can't see you.
Let me tell you, day
I'm right. Drink a beer.
drinking by the pool on a hot as hell summer day, drinking beers gives you the best buzz. Let me tell you, you don't get drunk,
Right.
but you get drunk enough to where it's like, it's nice.
So
I like a good beer. I love spicy margaritas.
Mm-hmm.
Like a really good tequila, fresh lime juice. Oof, so good. I love rosé. I love rosé champagne.
Right.
And what else do I like? Oh, if I'm being fancy, well, it's not really fancy, but if you want to get drunk quick and dangerously, you gotta get Hennessy sidecars.
Yeah.
That, let me tell you, after two.
That's like my old fashioned.
After two.
Right.
Girl, honey, I don't know, what's your name? I don't know how I got here. Do you know?
I feel like whiskey and dark liquors does that to you.
Real quick though, on a side
tequila.
note, I want to tell you guys something. When you have a blackout, it's not that you can't remember anything, it's that your brain just stops producing memories.
Why is that though?
It just stops working. It's not that you can't remember things, but it's just that the memory aspect of things just kind of stops.
Mm.
That's why we have blackouts. Just a quick fun fact.
I don't have too many blackouts, but
yeah, but just in case you there's a couple sidecars will kind of get you there. Okay, and the last question is the craziest thing that you've ever done.
oh my gosh, I've done crazy shit, and y'all know that. So, but the craziest thing I have ever done,
I didn't really think about this one.
I did too, because I was like, damn, I've done so much shit. And it's so crazy to other people, and I feel like it's not crazy, but it is
like,
crazy.
what level of crazy are we talking about?
Right, I think we're talking extreme.
Ex-boyfriend crazy? Are we talking about
I've done
life
some
crazy?
So my crazy is I was like 18. I was like a senior in high school. I was pretty like known back home, and I just one day was at a kickback and I smoked a blunt to myself, like one blunt, maybe two. And I got so high. It was the first time I ever like fully smoked. It wasn't just like puff puff one time, but it was just like a full on smoke. And I was fucked up. And so in the South, the weed was just not good. It's just like making everyone paranoid and nervous. And it was bad. It was bad.
It was something
bad. So I called, I can't believe I'm saying this. I called the cops on myself.
Oh my God.
And I told the cops I couldn't breathe. And then I turned my phone off. And they never came. But that's how fucked up I was, because I called the cops on myself because I was high as fuck. And I was paranoid. I was tripping out. I was like, I don't know what I was doing. Everybody I was with was fucked up. And the weed back in the South was just like making everyone paranoid, making everyone like act crazy. It just like wasn't a good strand. But I think today the strand's different. So there's no problems. But like way back,
I think you just smoked too much.
I don't know what I was doing, but I was so young, so it was just like never smoked weed, wasn't like onto it like that. It wasn't a good experience, but it was just one of those like I never want to witness that again, because why the fuck would I call the cops on myself to come save me? But I was fine, but it just wasn't a good experience. It was really bad.
So, my crazy? I don't know. I mean, I have like, I don't know if you would call it like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've had crazy, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I had a similar story to the weed one. When I first moved to LA.
Tell me the weed one.
Okay, when I first moved to LA, I was living with my old neighbor who actually lived right across the street from my parents' house when I lived in Arizona. So her parents knew my parents. So when I first came to LA, her name was Catherine, and she was like, you can stay with me and my sister, blah, blah, blah. And her sister was very like bohemian style, very earthy, worked at a weed shop actually. And I had told them how I never, sorry, I gotta yawn. Not that the story's boring, but let me tell you.
That you never smoked weed.
That I never smoked weed, and she was like, you know, I'm gonna start you off with some edibles. Yeah, so I was like, okay, like that sounds good. That, I mean, what harm can come from edibles, right?
What?
Yeah, because I had never.
Edibles your first time?
Yeah, because I never really
Hell no.
smoked. Like I had smoked.
How old were you?
Oh, I was for sure 21 because I moved down here when I was 20.
I thought edibles like came out like 5 years ago. They've been out for a while?
They've been out for as long as people have been smoking. They've been doing weed since like the 70s, if not beforehand. But anyways,
wow.
She gave me a packet of these 2 little tiny cookies. They must have been like this big, really tiny, like. And I'm thinking, oh, okay. I ate them both. And let me tell you, when I said I had a trip, I was so high that I was high for 2 days straight after that day.
That's happened.
So I remember going down to, because we lived in Santa Monica, so I remember going down to the pier, and I remember eating at Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gump!
And I
love Bubba
remember sitting at the table, and I had a panic attack. And I was like, I cannot breathe. I'm dying. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm dying. I'm dying. And I remember Catherine and her sister were like, no, you're fine. You're not dying. You just breathe. Just breathe. I was like, no, I can't breathe. I'm dying. And I remember running to the bathroom and just threw up everything that I had in me. And I just remember walking back home with them. And I remember seeing police officers. And I remember it was so weird. Like when you trip out like that, it was to a point where it was like it was me talking to myself, like a little image of myself talking back to myself for me to speak. Like it was weird. It was like a weird ping pong thing. So I remember talking to myself, speaking out loud. And I remember looking at these police officers, and I remember thinking like, oh my God, they know I'm high. Like they know I'm fucked up. I know that they know I'm fucked up. Like I was so paranoid. And I remember getting back to the house, and I was knocked out for like 2 days.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That was
crazy. That was crazy. That was bad crazy. And honestly, I don't eat edibles anymore because of the fact that every single time that I have had edibles, I have a really bad, scary trip.
Yeah, no.
So it's like scary crazy at the same time.
Just keep it natural and organic. Can't do edibles.
Stick with the flower.
Yeah, so that's the end of our 21
Yeah.
questions.
So hopefully you guys got to know us a little more. This is definitely our first video, and we'll definitely do more in the future. And if you guys have any questions for us, feel free to comment below. And
subscribe and like.
Yeah, and let us know what you want to know about us. And we'll do this game
Again.
Alright, so cheers, Rylee, to our first 21 questions.
21 questions and more to come. So we'll see you. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.